Hello and welcome to my new YouTube channel. This summer, I was having a conversation with my sister and my family on what I should do to reconnect with my friends all over the world and what I could do also to give back to the world, in particular to the scientific and technological community, how I could give something back of what I've already taken. So I've said to myself, why not? Why not revamp my channel by recording video lectures and tutorials on the major scientific topics? So here I am. For those who do not know me, my name is Carmine, or Carmine for our American friends. I'm originally from Naples, Italy, but at this precise moment is November 2021, I live in London. I work as a technical consultant and as a research engineering, and I specialize in space engineering, machine learning, and material informatics. I'm also a fully qualified private pilot, and I've flown several years small planes in Australia as well as in the UK. So, what do I want to get out of the channel? First of all, as I said, what I want to do is start to give back, in particular to the future generation. So what I will be doing, I will be going through topics of mathematics and physics, and with a particular focus on topics that are useful for high school students, or in the UK, A-level students, as well as freshmen at universities all over the world. Mathematics, though, so we're talking basically basic theory of function, calculus 1, calculus 2, analytical geometry, and maybe a little bit of advanced calculus as well, maybe some multivariable calculus. Physics, predominantly mechanics, aerodynamics, electromagnetism, as well as some little bit of quantum physics and general relativity, just a little bit because I'm not an expert in that. Perhaps I'll do some aerodynamics, space flight, space exploration, flight navigation, and anything really that I think I have the confidence to deliver and to give back, as I said. Predominantly, I'll be using my computer screen. So that would be basically me using a pen like this to type on a tablet here, which will resemble a whiteboard or a chalkboard. However, when we go into physics topics, we might consider going outside and do some experiments. There will be theoretical lesson where I will be deriving the principle and explain why certain things work in a certain way, and some practical application. By practical application, I will be going through questions and problems that have been used in the UK A-levels and General Certificate of Secondary Education. Should this channel become a success, and this is what I really hope, I would like also to do some lives or to comment some new discoveries, comment, for example, a new launch for SpaceX and Elon Musk company, or perhaps the landing of a Mars rover from ESA or NASA, and things like that. A little apologies to my family friends in Italy, because some of them will not understand me talking in English. For now, the channel will be only in English. Reason being is because I want to be able to reach to a larger slice of audience, if it's possible at all. So, without further ado, I want to show you an example of what a lesson will look like. Predominantly, you could either see myself talking to you like I'm doing now. You could see me talking and drawing on a chalkboard or on a screen, really. Or you might be seeing me outside doing experiments. You might at some point even see me writing on a real whiteboard in a university, just solving a problem. It would be a little bit of a mixture. Um, I will be relying a lot on feedback. So if you have any feedback, anything you want to discuss, feel free to ask that in the comments. So that's it for now. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the most beautiful equation of maths. Stay tuned. So, as a first demonstration of how I intend to deliver these lectures towards this course, and as I said, we're going to do maths, physics, eventually aerodynamics, we'll discuss other type of topics. I will start by using what I think is the most beautiful equation that we have in maths. And you will see now what do I mean by that. Before I start, you all remember roughly how if you have a circumference of radius r, you all remember how you calculate the area, and let's call it A, r times 3.14. This guy 3.14 is called pi. And pi is an irrational number. No matter what, no matter what you're measuring, the circumference, the length of the circumference of radius r would always be 2 times pi, and the area would be r squared over here. There is another number in maths that is called the imaginary unit. Now, what do we mean by that? There's a number such that e squared is equal to -1. And this number is useful when you calculate a negative square root. For example, the negative square root of -4. You see this as the negative square root of -1 times the square root of 4, which we all know is 2, so this becomes 2i. This complex number, we'll very soon talk about complex numbers, but basically what you need to know is that everything that applies in the real number ring, in the real number group, also applies in the complex field, no numbers, no group. So now, the first magic I want to show you is that what happens if you multiply I and pi. A little bit of cleaning. You multiply I and pi. I and pi. There is another number that is another constant in mathematics, and that is E. E is called the Euler identity and is approximately equal to 285 if I'm not wrong. Now, the magic comes if you do, we put again this number together with I here. Now, let's think about the two most basic numbers, like the binary numbers, 0 and 1. So, 0 and 1 are very important numbers in maths. Obviously, there is infinite numbers between 0 and 1. We will not go into details about that just yet. But fundamentally, what Euler discovered is that by combining these 5 critical numbers, E, I, pi, 0, and 1, you can create the Euler identity, which means that e to the I pi plus 1 is equal to 0. At some point, I will prove this identity. We will show how this is proved. We will show how to calculate. We will also, there will be a video on how pi and e are approximate to 3.14 and 2.72. But what I want to bring you to attention to this is you might have come across mathematicians, and I remember giving a t-shirt like this to a good friend of mine, where there is I telling to pi be rational, and then pi replies, get what? Get real. Then e comes along and say to both of them, join me and we will be 1. And that's the Euler identity. And this is why this is considered to be the most beautiful equation in maths. So this is how I will be delivering my lectures. As I say, some of them will be outside. In some of them you will be seeing my face. I'll be explaining to you. But this is basically how I intend to deliver. So I hope you enjoyed the first video, and please subscribe, and feedback awaiting.